You know, every week there's always something going on. Look, just look. Stay tuned. The things that I have gone through that has helped me and has also helped others, and I want to make sure that we are all supporting each other. And if it was wrong, they find another way to justify why they did it. And they will do it in a way to manipulate you to side with them today. Right now, today, what I need you to do is focus on how I can validate my own damn self without me feeling like I need to find someone else to do that validation for me. That's what, yes, champion, when I say love yourself again, you may have never even explored it.
It's very, very, very powerful is that there is no love without forgiveness, and there is no forgiveness without love. You need to understand specifically.
Hey champions out there, this is a dietary. All right, rewind. All right, stop.
Stop.
Hey my champions out there, this is Adaya Cherie here again to give you guys some tips on what I'm talking about today. Yes, champion, we are going to be talking about how to let go. Yes, letting go, which can be so hard for some of us, especially when we have a strong attachment to something or someone. Just the background of why I want to talk about this today in my journey and my transformation. I got so tired of being tired and being depressed and stressed. I was a people pleaser. I was codependent at its finest, and my codependency was so severe. I was always the one that was left. I was always the one that was getting kicked out, being dismissed, being dumped. Yes, champion, I am divorced. You know, I have gone through so much. And, you know, over the past, you know, in my 20s, and, you know, obviously you guys know I'm 30 now, but just throughout that whole decade, it was just so much chaos in my life. And it started at a very, very young age, even before I entered college. And I was just dealing with so much pressure, and that caused me to develop all of these detrimental habits. And when I didn't get what I want, and I was doing so much for other people, and when I didn't get that in return, I was so heartbroken, and I couldn't let that go. When I was divorced, I couldn't let that go. When I was dumped, I couldn't let that go because I didn't get that award. I couldn't let that go because I didn't get paid enough. I couldn't let that go. I couldn't let anything go. It's because I kept holding on to so many things, and I realized that was my problem. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't even know how to let go. I just held on to so many things. So that means if I held on to so many things, I accepted so many things, good or bad. So yes, today, champion, we're going to be talking about how to let go. Number one, it's one thing I will suggest that you do starting right now and tune in this video is the gossiping and being very opinionated and judging. Stop that. If you can stop that and accept things for who they are and accept people for who they are, then you can start to manifest more. Just a prime example. If you grew up in a community where I grew up in an area, you know, I grew up where it's called talking about people. That's another word for judging. If you all the time got to comment on what someone else is doing and not giving them grace, you are going to have a problem with yourself because you are continuously fault finding in other people without checking in with you and checking in what those faults are with you that you need to correct with yourself. People will do you bad, honestly, champion. You will come across some folks that will just mess you up in the head. And if we continuously hold on to those things, and yes, champion, I understand it hurts so bad when you have been abused, when you have been abused in many ways. There's many victims, you know, there's sexual abuse, there's parental abuse, you've been abused by maybe your family, verbal abuse, physical abuse, the abuse, and ultimately self-abuse. Yes, champion, you have to realize if you hold on to these things, we have to find out how this can work for my life. If you've been dumped, and if someone has done you bad, I get it. You know, you may say that person's a piece of... Very well could be. But if you continuously hold on to that piece of, and just continuously saying, oh, this person is this person is that, and you got so much to say about that person, even if that person's long gone, moved on with their life. And that was my situation. Person long gone, moved on with their life, and you still stuck in a 10-year-old situation, or 5-year-old situation, 2-year-old situation, 1-year-old situation, when that is done. But we still treating it as if it's already in the surface. Champions, this is how you let it go. Accept it for what it is. Meaning that if you continuously are realizing that you got something to say about someone else, start checking in with you a little bit more, so then we can dig deep down what it is with me that I haven't yet let go of. Because it's not that the person hasn't let go of you, you just haven't let go of it. So I want to help you with that, champion. It is so important that we come to terms with those things, because unless we do this work for ourselves, it's going to be so hard for us to let anything go, especially if you are a person, and I'm going to be honest, if you're a person like me that always tried to make sure everything was perfect, and at the end it crumbled, and that relationship wasn't perfect, that person could say all kinds of things about you. But you want to know what? I'm going to tell you, no matter what that person says about you, they could be calling you all kinds of names. That's their issue. Because and this is a old saying, a person's opinion about you is none of your business. Because people are going to say what they say anyway, but check in with you first. Check in with you first, so then you can learn how to let go. Because people and things you will encounter so many things that are so hurtful, and things that are just very toxic and detrimental that we feel like we don't have a choice in. Champion, listen to me today. I want you to hear me out today on how to let go. If we learn how to stop the judging and stop giving our honest and strong opinions about people and saying this and that and talking about this and gossiping and doing this, stop the gossip, stop the chatter, stop all of these things. If we are still living in that time to where we're still trying to do those things, don't do it. You don't have to do it. If you want to be okay with you, then be okay with you. You don't have to invite anyone else. Have that conversation with you at the table, because whatever that person or that thing has happened to you, that's their issue. They need to have a seat at their own table. You have dinner with you at this time. So yeah, we have to learn how to let things go by. For one, stop judging and learn how to accept it for what it is. Leave it be so you can.
Another thing, champion, is to, just let me put my stuff down. You can't be a lazy. You just can't. If you want to get some stuff done, you got to get up off your butt and do it. For an example, if you're saying that I really, really want to change is good if you want it to be. If you want to learn how to let go, you can't keep going through the same habits. And the reason why we have a problem with change is because we have a problem with commitment. I want you to understand that if you want to let go of something, champion, or anything, you have to fully be committed to it. You cannot say, well, I want it, but I don't want to do the work to do it. Champion, you got to work to do it. If it's a relationship, you want to have a healthier relationship with yourself. You want to have a healthier relationship with your family or your significant other or your children. You have to start doing some work, meaning that whatever it is that's about me that I realize isn't manifesting the things that I want, let me change that. And that means that you cannot be a lazy. You can't. If you want in this game of life, champion, yes, champion. For one, we have to learn how to stop judging people, and we have to learn how to stop being a lazy. Because unless we do that, it's going to be so hard for you. It was so hard for me to change because I was lazy. I love the thought of it, but changing my habits, those detrimental habits, prevented me from doing the things that I wanted and needed to do for me. And that was something that I realized no one can take away from me. Once I put a full commitment in the things that I wanted to manifest in my own life, such as I was no longer going to settle for someone that did not want me or accept me. I was no longer going to continuously abuse myself by sitting in something that I thought that I didn't have a choice to change. For one, I stopped eating, having these detrimental eating habits, and it caused me to gain 50 pounds, At one point when I got so depressed, I got up to 175 pounds. And you may look at that as great, but for me, that was not good. I realized what caused it. I became a heavy emotional eater. I had to let that stuff go and leave it where it was, because it was not doing me any justice, champion. And what you're doing right now, if you want to change and you realize how to let go, if you want to let go, then listen to me, because I definitely want to help you. I want to help you. And in order for us to do that, we have to get out of that comfort zone. Even if we still sitting in that stuff, and if we realize that I'm not getting the things that I want and need in my own life, what are some things that I need to leave in the back so I can move forward and reach what I need for me, reach what I need for my child, reach what I need for my husband, But it starts with me. Yes, it starts with you. And understanding that everything in this life that we do is important for me. Realizing what I needed to do for myself, because I needed to be a better example for my own daughter. I needed to check some things about me, because unless I changed the habits about myself, I was going to continuously hold on to things that were very, very toxic, making me sick, poisoning me. If those things are poisoning you, you have to let it go. And if you want to let it go, you have to, for one, accept it for what it is. Stop judging it. Because if you want to let go of him or her, you want to let go of that thing. Stop saying that it's a piece of. Stop saying that it's an a. Stop saying that she's a. Stop saying that you're fat. If you've got all these issues going on with you, champion, I got some good news for you. Leave it where it's at. Leave it for what it is. Leave it be. So what? You can be. If you want to let go of some things, even if a person has done you so bad, it's not going to help you if you continuously say that this person is this person is this, she did this, blaming, continuously being a victim. We cannot be the victim, because no longer do we need to be the victim. We need to be champions and overcome. And you can champion, and you will, by accepting it for who it is and stop judging it and learning how to stop being a lazy. So then for me, I was the number one lazy. So I'm going to tell you right now, it's possible. I want to help you. I love you guys, those who are out there listening. If something clicked with you and you realize you want to have this conversation further, hit me up and let me know what you need. You can do two ways. You guys know I put my number on the screen always for you guys. I put my number in my website. It's UnMutingMe@gmail.com. or UnMutingMe. Champion. So this is Adaya Cherie coming in to give you guys some excellent tips on how to help you. You guys already know who I am. I'm a transformational coach. So I coach in leadership. I coach in personal development, professional development, things that are going to help you in your personal life that can eventually help you in your professional life. Because usually the reason why we have an issue with our professional life is because there's something personal that we have going on with us. It always comes with that personal development first. It always starts with the personal development. Reach out to me if you have questions. I am so happy to see you. If you have any questions for me, drop them down in the comments. Please make sure you subscribe and share this video with someone that needs the advice. Much love to you. You take care.